Welcome back to the 100K Pod, Season 4, Episode 14, the AFL edition of the 100K, where every week we get together, we put on a bet for about 25 legs or so, put about $10 on it in the chance to finally win $100,000 and finally hit the Holy Grail. Boys, it's good to be here. Morgs, Jev, how are you, my good man?
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me. Boys, I got very lucky the other day. I came into a bunch of money. It was completely different to the sock I usually come into. Not bad, Lewis. How are you, sir?
That's exactly where that was going. I'm well, Das. Thank you. I'm pumped up. Big day for us.
It's a big day for 100K.
Huge day for us. Actually, I feel we've got a few big weeks coming up at the
Definitely.
HQ. I know we always say, but this is actually legit this time.
We're up to something.
We are really up to something. Boys, let's get straight into it. So last week, boys, 16 out of 25 legs. Stiff legs, good legs, boys. So that's what we're changing to. There are no bad legs. They're just stiff legs. Jev.
Yeah, it took Kyle Langford for 2. He only kicked the 1. Zach Merritt for 30. He got tagged, only had 18. Was still nearly the best on ground, but only had 18. And Max Gawn anytime was a bit stiff. Lou.
Yeah, stiff legs, Dusty anytime, didn't kick a goal. That you wouldn't have thought that. Harry Mackay, we were there, only kicked 1 goal. I had him for 2, like, for fuck's sake. Josh Dacos didn't need his 20, just the 17. Well, he probably did need it in the end. And not a great, this is probably a bad leg, Dars. I had Zerha for 2. I don't think he's kicked 2 in a month.
Nah.
So I'm not sure what I went wrong there, but that's okay.
I've got 2 stiff legs here, boys. So I've got Dacos for 30, had 27. Curnow for 3. He probably had 4 shots in the first quarter, didn't kick one of them, and a bad leg. All right, boys, had Brisbane head-to-head over the Hawks. So first leg. It's always a bad leg when the first leg of the multi loses.
Yeah.
So I'll put my hand up for that. Brisbane, they can't play. I'll never back him again in Melbourne.
No.
Never again. Now, boys, good legs. There's plenty of them.
Dan Rioli, 20. Stephen Canelio, 25. Jai Menzie, anytime. Jack Viney, 25 at $2.50. That was, I had a good week on that front, Lou.
Yeah, I went to school, Adelaide head-to-head. That's a good leg. And Maxi Gawn, I had him for 15. I don't think he's had that in about a month, but we liked him on King's birthday, and he had exactly 15.
He was good.
That's fantastic. Boys, I'll bring up the rest. Sisley for 20, Hayden Young 15, Wardlaw for 15, also said that he would get the rising star, which he did. Finn Callahan 20, Doc and Redmond for 20, Walsh for 25, Grundy for a snag, and also Petrarca for 25.
Let's go.
So we did have some good legs. We obviously re-put on the multi again. And I think we went worse the second time.
Yeah, correct.
But don't worry about that. Boys, let's get into the next bit. Now, Jev, the 50X Club.
50X Club, we brought in last week. So if you watched last week, the show, we gave out an 11-leg 50-1 multi. God, it was a good multi. The legs that cost us were Zach Merritt, we had for 30, he only had 18, and Nick Dacos for 30, he only had 27. The rest were green ticks. Tune in to the end of the pod. We're giving out another 50-1 multi that we are very excited about.
Is Merritt, is he zipping 2 with us? We had him in the 10K punters
and
club.
Zach David, 25.
Yep, and he didn't get it.
Didn't get it, and then he had 18.
Does he get a rest?
You look at his form, he's a gun.
I know, but
You look
boy.
at his form, whenever we bet him, he cost us.
Oh.
Yeah, he is getting a rest.
Now, boys, we do have a shorter week to get through. Now, one other thing in the notes, Morgs, what's the Big Bash fantasy on the notes?
Do you not know? So, well, obviously with the Discord, we got a lot more contact with fans and had a heap of incoming messages about the upcoming Big Bash season. So we're obviously doing Frank and Coach, and Frank and Coach will be involved. He's big on the Big Bash. It's about getting a Big Bash fantasy league. So
Unbelievable.
submit your interest early. What we're going to do is work out, obviously, the input. We'll all be obviously in. Probably
Big Bash fantasy.
So I
tune
have to
in for
be.
Big Bash. Big
You
Bash.
are kidding. Now, boys, before we get into the multi, last week we had the big thing, the mailbag. Send in who's the biggest barbecuer and who's giving out the lasagna. So I'm going to open up the tab now.
I forwarded you through the file.
So I'm gonna head into the Gmail now. Let's go through. We don't have one.
Empty.
We don't have one, boys.
I have a feeling that people just didn't know what to send. Like, it was just barbecues and lasagnas, and it felt like a fast five dinner or something.
Oh, mate, I'd rather anything. So the mailbag is shot. We will not be doing that.
We also had another mailbag for clients.
That is funny.
Nobody
I said to him last night, maybe if we put it on instead of just send a query, like you actually have the box that they can
Yeah,
type
that's a
straight
good
in.
shout. We got ahead of it. We drank our own bathwater a little. I think you were expecting a mailbag.
Anything.
We're up to something.
All right, boys, the 100K multi. There's only 6 games. Obviously, we don't bet on Thursday or Friday night footy, so we're going straight into Saturday. We've only got 4 games to bet on.
4 fucking games.
And I absolutely love this multi. Boys, GWS and Fremantle. Jev.
Yeah, Stephen Canelio, 25 touches at $1.65. $1.65. I couldn't fucking believe it. This league is 12 out of 13 for the year. It's 2 touches off being perfect for the whole goddamn year, and they're giving me $1.65. He had 25 down in Tassie last week. He wakes up and has 25 when he plays at Giant Stadium. Let's get the multi off to a green tick. Cornelio, 25. Lou.
Absolutely love that. I'm taking his partner in crime, Das. Give me Lockie Whitfield for 25. I've been big on this bloke. We've talked about his form in the last 6 weeks.
He's been incredible.
I'm pushing him up into pyramid form. He only had 24 last week against North, but he's back at home. Last 3 games at home, he's had 31 plus. So I'm banking on that. 25 disposals at $1.32. I've been on him for a while. Come on, don't let me down.
Come on.
Boys, he's been in the multi about the last 5 weeks, and he's stood up. Finn Callahan for 20, boys. Still $1.55. He's been a great play. Just got over the line last week, just scraping in 21, but boy, I needed that. And also, boys, Caleb Sarong, he seems to feature all the time, 25 at $1.27, averaging 30 disposals so far this year. He's a good player, Jeff.
He's a very good
player.
21 years old.
Do you reckon he's going to go back to Tassie, captain him? Do you reckon they're going to throw the kitchen sink at him?
Oh, they'd want to. I'd offer him 1.2 a year.
You seen the leadership group? I'm pretty sure Brayshaw was so pissed off that he didn't get the captaincy. And he was out of one of those two, and then Pierce popped up. So, I don't know about that. But, boys, we're off to an absolute fly. We've got 3 games to go. Richmond and St Kilda. Boys, this is an interesting one. We do have Trent Cotchin's 300th game.
Right.
And maybe he would have got some touches, but he's on the multi. So, Jev, do you have anything in this one?
Jack Sinclair for 25 touches at $1.55. So he let us down 2 weeks ago against Hawthorn when it was leg 1 of the 100K and he fucking had 18 touches.
That's a bad leg.
But they had the bye, he refreshed and he came in and had 32 against the Swans last Thursday night. So he's an absolute lock for All-Australian. Jack Sinclair, 25 touches, should be a green tick. He's an absolute gun. So, yeah. Lou, I got one more leg, but come back to me.
Well, I was actually thinking, Das, I've got a first ever. So you go. I'll take us home.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I'll go through both of mine. So I'll be taking Prestia for 20 plus touches.
Yep.
The meatball on the MCG, $1.26, averaging 21. That's all you need to know, right? He's averaging over what I'm trying to put him in for. And this man, Jev, Fife, Ablett, Dangerfield, and Dunsell in one player. Mitch Owens for a snag.
Oh, God,
Did you boys hear Hoyne on the weekend? I know you did.
I watched
You
Sugar
messaged
and
me
Sinker,
straight away.
yeah.
He is... What sort of player is he? Prime Judd. He does everything. So, boys, $1.28. He's averaging 15 disposals, 1 goal, 1 a game this year. He's an incredible player, incredible prospect. And with all those accolades, it was funny. They asked him if he was in Hoyne's All-Australian team. And he said no. So I don't really know how to take that. But, boys, he's a great player. He's in the multi. Can't wait. Got one in for the personals for me last week. So, Prestia, Owens in the multi. Jeff.
Dan Rioli, 20 touches at $1.50. There is an argument to be made that Dan Rioli is the captain of the 100K team this year.
Wow. Yeah,
Like Sicily was last
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
He's been in the multi every single week and he's 12 out of 13 on the year for 20 touches. After a hiccup 2 weeks ago, missing for the first time this year, he got back into the green tick club with 20 against Freo. $1.50 for this leg.
Yeah,
just
20
golden.
exactly.
20 exactly. He's back.
Nice.
This is just golden.
Nice.
Love that. Is that us?
That's
That's us.
Das, I got a huge revelation. So we had the Sunday jackpot 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
The first ever Holy Trinity. Das, the first ever Holy Trinity. Now, do you know what this bet is, Das? You're allowed to talk. You're not a monk.
No.
3 anytime goal scorers in one game. We've got 4 games to bet on. The first ever Holy Trinity starts with a Who Am I? I've kicked 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. I weigh 77 kilos and my dad's name is Darren.
Is it Tony Lockett now?
It's close. I'm Shy Bolton. Why are we not bet on anytime goal scorer? $1.16, so only $1.16, but old Darren, shout out to Darren. $1.16, that's too good. They're his last 7 weeks. That's unbelievable form for the anytime multi.
Yep.
Number 2, Tim Taranto anytime, $1.37.
That's a good leg.
His last month, 2, 1, 4, 1. He's had 21 shots on goal in 13 games. He's a midfielder.
Yeah, ever since Kane Corn said he wasn't 150th player in the league.
Pre-season, he was kicking
an
3
absolute jet.
and 4. It's fantastic leg mods.
Into the third leg,
All right, here we go.
Judson Clark.
Oh,
Anytime.
He's playing half back this week.
You can't believe he's in the 100K multi. Either can I. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
He's in.
He's gone 6 weeks with kicking a goal. So we're going Clark, Taranto, Bolton in the Holy Trinity. Tell me this is not getting up.
Wowee, boys. That is one hell of a segment. I can't wait to this hits this week, Morgs, and we bring it back next week.
No doubt.
No doubt. All right, boys, next game. Don't know how to feel about this one, boys. 110 on a Sunday. Usually this is Fill Me Up Sunday Oiler.
Hello.
Could be having a bye this week, lads, but Carlton and Gold Coast. Gold Coast. I don't know why I called them Gold Coast. Gold Coast, Jeff.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah.
I'm taking Ben King for 3 at $2.20. This is one of those legs that's a mix of form and opposition. So Ben King is having the most underrated season. He's kicked 30 goals for the year. But 3 of those are in... Let me start again. He's kicked 30 goals for the year, but he's kicked 23 of those in the last 7 weeks.
Oh, wow.
He's averaging 3 goals a game the last 7 weeks. He's actually on fire. And then we went to the G on Sunday night, and we watched Peter Wright absolutely tear Carlton's defense last week.
He did.
He tore them apart. So he kicked 5 of them, and they had no answer for him. So I love the big, tall, thin Ben King to kick an easy 3 on Carlton's defense because Louis Young just doesn't have answers for nice, tall blokes. So
No.
he should kick 3.
I tell you.
23 goals in 7 games. He's kicking 3. Carlton suck.
Big, tall, and thin. Give me Adam Cheridas, 25 disposals. I reckon this bloke severely underrated.
You'll be leading our best and fairest.
He would be. He's the engine room. He gets a lot of touches you don't really notice, but that's because he's inside. So obviously not Judd touches, but 25. He's averaging 27 for the year as that inside distributor. 25 disposals. I think I got about $1.37, Das.
That's fantastic.
I didn't really want to bet on the Blues this week, but how could I say no to that?
Yeah. I didn't really either, but after having a look at the markets, it has to happen. So I've got Lockie Weller, boys, for 20-plus touches, coming off an ACL. He's a great player, gets a lot of the ball. They love him, absolutely love him. Obviously, he was the pick that Freo ended up getting Brayshaw for him, so he's a very high-regarded player. 20 touches, $1.24, averaging 24 a game this year. Got to go for Walshy for 25. Had him in last week. He had 35, ended up with, so $1.25, boys, averaging 29 touches a game. And also Curnow for 2. He has to.
Yeah, love it.
He has to. This is $1.15, boys. He's still averaging 3.2 goals a game.
Oh, shit, he's getting this.
And he's barely kicked a snag over the last couple of weeks. So those are my legs. Weller 20, Walsh 25, Curnow for 2, especially Curnow's $1.15. That's actually quite juicy. Does anyone else have any legs in this one?
Yeah, I had to go Levi Klunkbolt. He was in, then he was
Tofu.
out. Now he's back in. Now, he's the third favourite for the Suns every week to kick the first. I've
How
said it on
much?
Sunday Roast. $19 he pays as
Fantastic.
the third favourite. He's kicked it twice in the last 3 weeks. So I thought about having him for the first in the multi. That's probably a little bit reckless.
That would have been nice.
Just for one, we got $1.54 against his old mob, a tug of the jumper in front of the members.
He'll kick
How
one
good
for
would
sure.
that be?
Levi Klunkbolt, he's kicking one.
Can't
He's
believe
kicked
we've
the
been on
first
the
2 of the
tofu.
last 3
The
weeks.
tofu. $1.54 is too good to
He
say
want to
no.
kick one against the old mob, doesn't he? The
That's
big
what I mean, you
tofu.
pull the jumper
Yeah.
and-
Oh,
He's big on the tofu.
who did that? Who
Yeah,
was,
he's done it. He did it against us at Metricon.
Who's
Also big for the
St
double.
Kilda, Josh Bruce.
Yeah.
When he went to
Dogs.
the Dogs in the first final, kicked the first and tugged the jumper, and the Saints
could have
rolled him.
been him, yeah.
Oh,
Buckley did it against the Bears as well.
I don't mind that. All right, boys, last game, North Melbourne and the Bulldogs to bring us home. Jev.
Marcus Bontempelli, 25 touches at $1.70. I know this leg has let us down once or twice in the past, but $1.70 is so juicy. He had 31 last week. He averages 26 on the year. He loves it under the lid. I love Bontempelli to have 25. Come back to me, Lou.
Yeah, sure. Give me Cody Waitman Das for 2. Have a listen to his last month. 3,
listen.
1, 2, 1. I think he's back. I don't think he's necessarily earned this title yet that we give Luke Bruce, but I think he's slowly becoming the professional forward. I really do. I think he's working out his craft. He had a lean patch there, but I reckon he's more than back. $1.68 is just too good to say no to. If you saw Cal Toomey during the week, he reckons Norton and Jamara both are going to become $1 million players. $2 million is a lot of money to throw at 2 blokes to fight the
100%.
same foot he does. That's a lot of money, and he's taking advantage of this. There's a lot of crumbs because neither of them are kicking that many goals or marking it. $1.68. It's a Sunday leg. I'll be eating twisties and watching this game. Thank you.
He had 3 at quarter time against Port Adelaide last week, and you can guarantee 1 goal a week is off a free kick. He dives, he flops around, he throws his head back. He always gets a cheap goal for free kick, so that's a lock, Lou. Good
Probably
bet.
knocking on the pyramid door as well, old Waitman.
The pyramid.
Cut that
The
out,
reverse
please.
pyramid. All right, boys. I'll be taking Larky for 2. $1.92, boys. So I'm actually taking him for 3. You look at the Bulldogs defense, Jeff, they're not quite there.
Iffy.
We like the big Larky, and he likes to kick goals under the lid.
damn lid.
And especially against teams that are sort of promising. Like, he does get a hold of teams every now and then. Will kick a big bag, so love Larky in the last game. And also, boys, taking Libba for 25 at $1.51. He's averaging 27. Head over the onion sort of stuff. Get in there, get yourself a new tattoo, get the pill, dish it out. Let's get it going forward. Absolutely love those two legs.
Argue with that. Can't wait to watch George Wardlaw and Libba go head to head this week. Who can go harder at the pill?
Oh, do you reckon Dwayne Russell's going to be good?
I hope Dwayne's doing that.
Wardlaw
game.
on the warpath.
He said it again yesterday on the
it's
radio.
unbelievable.
I've got Bailey Smith for 25 touches at $1.70 as well. Similar to the Bont. He's let us down on occasions, but he had 28 last week under lid. He's averaging 27 on the season, and last year against North, he had a whopping 43 touches. So he runs wild on the Kangas, loves it under lid. He'll get 25. And then Taron Thomas anytime at $1.40. If you separate the footy from the personal, let's be honest, this bloke is an absolute
dog.
There's a reason North didn't delist him through all the shit. They just know how good of a footballer he is. He's only played 2 games the year. He kicked 1 week 1, he kicked 3 last week. So 1 goal at $1.48 is fire. Gobble that up, lads. Let's go. That's the multi.
That's it. So we got over 4 games, boys. So $880 on this to win $100,301.67.
Racing.
Here we go. Cogs for 25, Finn Callahan for 20, Lockie Whitfield for 25, and Sarong for 25. Really good start here, boys. Sinclair for 25, Rioli 20, Mitch Owens for a snag, Prestia 20, Taranto for a snag, Judson Clark for a snag, and also Shai Bolton for a snag. The Holy Trinity.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely love that, Lou. Then we got Ben King for 3, Chero for 25, Lockie Weller for 20, Walsh for 25, Kerno for 2, and Levi Casbolt, the Tofu, in for 1 against his old mob.
go.
Then we got Smith for 25, Bontempelli for 25. All right, here we go. We got Libba for 25, Sheasel 20, Larky for 3, and Cody Waitman for 2. That is the multi,
it.
boys. We absolutely love this one. Well done, boys. Round 14, only 4 legs to bet
You
on.
got sports bet up?
Should I?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going 50x. We've got 50x club. I'm bringing it back. This is 50 to 1 multi. We're going to win this week. I can feel it. Stephen Canelio, 25.
The local produce, Finn Callahan for 20.
We got Jack Sinclair for 25,
Dan Rioli for 20.
Meatball Prestia for 20.
Judson Clark for a snag,
Lockie Weller for 20.
Sam Walsh for 25.
Taron Thomas, our man, for 1.
Libba, 25.
The Sheaves Platter for 20.
And then Marcus Bontempelli for a nose job and 20 disposals.
That's all you got to put on
Unbelievable.
for 50. The form is there for this
20
to
in one
win. That's
club.
all you got to put on to win 50 to 1. Well, 50 to 1 multi. We got $9 on it.
Unbelievable, boys. If you guys want these, make sure you know where to get them. Sign up to the Patreon, $2 a week. They'll be on the Discord. Copy the links, put them on the 50X and the 100K round 14. Boys, this is my last show for a few weeks, so I'll see. I'll try and do some soul searching, try and study some form, and hopefully we can get back into contention.
Let's just tell listeners, you are that out of form. You're going to Bali to find some form by yourself on a sabbatical.
I'm actually going on a very inclusive betting retreat. So you go there, crunch numbers, just try and just try and
those
soul search.
like monk retreats where you're not allowed to talk for a month and you just meditate for a whole month. I think that's what you should do.
No, it is, but it's just not betting. Like you pretend to bet, but it's with fake money.
Okay.
And just see if you can finally get back to a bit of form. So Sam Badical, I went to school with him. All right,
Blue.
Gold Coast by 7 points.
Gold goes by 70 points.
Chile, baby back ribs,
Holy
Reba,
Trinity up the canvas.
Judson Clark, Taron Thomas.